here on time. We are going to start. I just had a conversation today with Michal about this meeting that somebody had her waiting for 45 minutes, and it's like, your time is
Right.
important. You say this is the time I can do it, and if they're not there, you leave.
Exactly
You know.
what I did with a client.
All right, let's stand.
Not showing up.
So we will until the Sopranos get here. As far as I know, well, right, Lainey is not here, Leslie is not here. So Mimi should be coming and Barb should be coming. Such is life. This is one of the reasons why this is my last
I
season.
know that.
Oh my
I figured
gosh,
that
I
one out.
totally
Figured that one
understand
out. Figured that one out. All right.
And I know that you have obligations through, and that you're here because you have obligations through the year.
Yeah,
Correct.
Yeah, right.
Correct, yeah. And we will have, as I said last week, an article coming out in the IJN, big article about if not now when. All right, so standing shoulder width apart. Inhale through the top of your head. And exhale through the bottom of your feet. Inhale through the top of your head. And exhale through the bottom of your feet. Make sure your knees are unlocked. Inhale through the top of your head. And as you exhale through the bottoms of your feet, focus on hips parallel to the floor. Inhale through the top of your head. Exhale through the bottoms of your feet, focusing on hips parallel to the floor, knees unlocked. Inhale through the top of your head. And as you exhale through the bottoms of your feet, focus on shoulders parallel to hips, knees unlocked. Inhale through the top of your head. And as you exhale through the bottoms of your feet, focus on those shoulders parallel to hips, parallel to the floor. Inhale to the top of your head. And as you exhale through your fingertips, extend your spine up towards the ceiling. Inhale through the top of your head. And as you exhale through your fingertips, focus on that eye that is formed by your hips and your shoulders and your tall, straight spine. Inhale through the top of your head. Bring the air down and around your pelvic floor and exhale up your spine and out the top of the back of your head. And again, inhale through the top of your head. Bring the air down and around your pelvic floor and exhale up your spine and out the top of the back of your head. Take a deep breath. Hold it and exhale. One more time, inhale. Hold it. And exhale. So I'm going to do some rhythm stuff. I was going to do it later, but I think we're going to do it now. When we get back to Lamoot Tze'ira, we know that part of it is ba, 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 and part of it is ba, 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 ba. The eighth note stays the same. So 1 ti, 2 ti. Let's speak that. 1 ti, 2 ti, 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 1 ti, 2 ti. Now sometimes she has 1 ti, 2 ti, 1 ti, and sometimes she has 1 teti, 2 teti, 3 teti, 1 teti, right? So we have those dum bum 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 bum. We have 1 teti, 2 teti, and 1 t, 2 t, 1 t, 2 t. Now that's not always, it's not always how it transitions from 6/8 to 2/4, or actually I conduct it as 4 measures. But that is how she's doing it, which means the 8th note stays the same. You're just having different groups of 8th notes. So depending on my conducting pattern, you're going to change.
We have to watch.
Yeah, you know, that's the challenge. Okay. And 1 teti, 2. So you can tell if it's going to be 2 or 3, because 2 is going to go like that. But 3 is going to 2, right? Because you can't do 1, 2, right? If you're doing just 3, 1, 2, 3, but if you need the 1 teti, then you need that little swoop thing. Okay, so I'm going to start with 1 teti, 2 teti. Yeah, here we go. Little,
It's the technical term.
Yes.
the swoop thing.
Musical terminology.
It's a little bit of an extra swoosh. There we go. I can't use swoosh; it's copyright.
I like
And you don't want to be Nike for it.
Swoop thingies.
Yeah.
Here we go.
Oh, yeah.
All right, here we go. And 1 teti, 2 teti, 3 teti, 1 teti, 2 teti, 3 teti, 1 teti, 2 teti, 1 teti, 2 teti, 1 teti, 2 teti, 3 teti, 1 t, 2 t, 1 t, 2 t, 1 teti, 2 teti, 3 teti, 1 teti, 2 teti, 3 teti, 1 teti, 2 teti, 1 teti, 2 teti, 1 t, 2 t, 3 t, 4 t, 1 teti, 2 teti, 1 teti, 2 teti. So just a little bit to get us into the mood for when we get back to Lamoot Tze'ira. So let me have an A. That was close. Humming, please. Arms at your side, nice and relaxed. Good breath. Okay, so I think because we're such a smaller group, Barb, why don't you come over here? You leave your stuff. Don't worry about your stuff right now. And Mimi, if you could come over here and curve around a little bit so you can really hear each other. Okay, I know Lainey is not here, Leslie is not here, Tatiana, I don't know when she's coming back. She said was she at rehearsal on Monday? No. And Alicia, I haven't heard from. So.
She shows up sometimes on Mondays, but she didn't last week.
Well, I sent an email today saying, I haven't heard from you, nor have you come to rehearsal, to her and Aviva. Jessica told me she's not coming back. So if I don't get a response, I'm just going to remove them from the lists because.
Anne and Rachel said that.
Anne and Rachel, Anne is on Zoom, and when Rachel gets back from England, they will rejoin us in rehearsals, hopefully in time for Raisins and Almonds. So curve in a little more, there we go, and really listen to each other. Here we go. Good. Try to think, especially Sherry, over the top. If you think that versus this, it'll stay relaxed. And if you feel yourself getting tense, I find that doing this just reminds me to relax my jaw, you know, just to relax it. Even one hand, you know, just to keep it. Here we go. Much better, okay? And your face looks less scrunchy when you come. Yeah, well, you know, our voices are part of our bodies. It's a physical manifestation. And if there's tension somewhere, remember, you don't remember, but remember being in labor where they told you to relax your, you know, because if you're tightening up here, you're tightening up here. You know, you cannot relax your pelvic floor if your face is all squinched up. It's just, and so in the same way, you cannot relax your throat and your abdomen if your face is tightened up. Let's refresh the A, please. Here we go. There it is. Relax the face. Here we go. Good. Just for hearing's sake, Sherry changed places with Mimi and Jan changed places with Barb, just so we have the soprano color mixed in with the alto. And down. More space inside. There it is. Okay, what I want you to do is hum, and then I want you to send all the sound through your nose. Now put it in your nose. Now spread it to your cheeks. Now spread it all over. Breathe when you need to. Make your lips buzz. There it is. Hear that sound, right? Okay, so all the resonator needs to resonate. Here we go. Keep the air going. You should have enough air to do that. Okay, take a good breath. And if you don't, take a breath in the middle. Okay, and down. Jennifer, Sherry, face each other. Send the sound to each other. One more time. And down. Really send a laser beam of sound, but a laser that starts wide and focuses. And down. Here we go. Taller. There it is. That's last one. Arms at your side. There we go. And yeah, see if you can, even when it goes low, see if you can connect it to here we go, connect it to your forehead. Okay, that's as low as we're gonna go.
Keep going lower.
I know, but we have majority altos today. And short. Doesn't need to hold it. Here we go. And up. Relax your shoulders. And check if your abdomen's moving. Make sure we get to soul. And up. And up. And up. Let's go down to, give me a B flat. Feel, sorry. Feel, here we go. Feel, and up. Feel, okay, here we go. Can I have you hear that note? Okay. You have to open all the way up, or we won't get the pitch and we won't get the color. Better. And up. And up. You're pushing a little at the top, so you're not getting to the pitch. Okay. It really feels, it should feel like it's going up the back of your neck. Here we go. And up. from the top. Okay, one more time. And okay, I'd like to try this. Here we go. Okay, go start as low as you can and go as high as you can. Without me. Better. There we go. Here we go. And open more. Drop the jaw. Good. Okay, have a seat. I'd like to do some solfege. So I'm out of the picture so that Anne and whoever watches this afterwards can see the chart. Let's do before. Kodai was a composer. Yes, he was a composer. No, that is that person. That is that person. He was a composer and an educator.
Right.
He has a whole series of books of teaching piano, Hungarian melodies that are sound a little strange to us. All right, do, here we go. Do, re, mi, fa, sol, la, ti, do, ti, sol, la, mi, re, do, re, do, re. Okay, here we go. Refresh our B flat. Good. Do, re, mi, do, re, mi, fa, mi, re. Fa is a fit. Wait, fa is a fist with the top of your hand facing you and the thumb. There we go. Okay, so if you do this is a body, voice, brain connection, right? For people who are physical learners. So if you refresh B flat, please. So if you're going do, re, mi, re, do, then that's how you're going to sing it. Do, re, mi, re, do. The smoother it is in your hand, it will be smooth in your voice. The voice is going to follow the hand. Whatever you do, it's weird, but true. Here we go. And do, re, do, re, mi, re, do, re, mi, fa, mi, re, do, re, mi, fa, sol, fa, mi, re, do, re, mi, fa, sol, la, sol, fa, mi, re, do, re, mi, fa, sol, la, ti, la, sol, fa, mi, re, do, re, mi, fa, sol, la, ti, la, sol, fa, mi, re, do. 2, 3, 4. Do, re, mi, re, do, re, mi, fa, mi, re, do, re, mi, fa, sol, fa, mi, re, do, re, mi, fa, sol, la, sol, fa, mi, re, do, re, mi, fa, sol, la, ti, la, sol, fa, mi, re, do, re, mi, fa, sol, la, ti, la, sol, fa, mi, re, do. 2. Here we go. Now it starts getting too fast for me. And when the kids do, and my wrist starts hurting. When the kids do it, they're able to do it like sign language. It's just an age thing. Do, 2, 3, 4. Do, re, mi, re, do, re, mi, fa, mi, re, do, re, mi, fa, sol, fa, mi, re, do, re, mi, fa, sol, la, sol, fa, mi, re, do, re, mi, fa, sol, la, ti, la, sol, fa, mi, re, do, re, mi, fa, sol, la, ti, la, sol, fa, mi, re. 1, 2, 3, 4. do, do, re. Careful. Do, 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 re, mi, re, do, re, mi, fa, mi, fa, sol, fa, mi, re, do, re, mi, fa, sol, la, sol, fa, mi, re, do, re, mi, fa, sol, la, ti, la, sol, fa, mi, re, do, re, mi, fa, sol, la, ti, la, sol, fa, mi, re, do. 1, 2, 3, 4. Do, re, mi, re, do, re, mi, fa, mi, re, do, re, mi, fa, sol, fa, mi, re, do, re, mi, fa, sol, la, sol, fa, mi, re, do, re, mi, fa, sol, la, ti, la, sol, fa, mi, re, do, re, mi, fa, sol, la, ti, la, sol, fa, mi, re. 1, 2, 3, 4. Do, re, mi, re, do, re, mi, fa, mi, re, do, re, mi, fa, sol, fa, mi, re, do, re, mi, fa, sol, la, sol, fa, mi, re, do, re, mi, fa, sol, la, ti, la, sol, fa, mi, re, do, re, mi, fa, sol, la, ti, la, sol, fa, mi, re, do. Great. Good for your brain. Good for your brain. Okay, let us, since I didn't set up the other music stand, I'm going to move this. And we're going to take out Kasher Beirchti al Nirot. Oh. So, I would like us, first of all, to make some rehearsal markings so that we are all on the same place. The new score that Julie edited, there's a little transition that she was listed as one measure and now it says two measures, so it changes our measure markings a little bit. So at measure 22, which is the same in all of the scores, please write a rehearsal A, a letter A. That's the part. Yeah. And when you get to measure 30, okay, Neely, could you play that? You have the one that you have, the one measure, you have it, the two bed measure.
No, I have the one measure.
You have the one measure.
But I know it's.
Yeah, so this is the place, this piano solo in the original, you have is one measure. Okay, the updated score is two measures. It doesn't matter other than it changes our measure. So when we get to the mi ba'ad ledimotai, which is either your measure 31 or 32, call that rehearsal B. 30, yeah. After the little piano solo, right after the ahs, there, could you play that piano thing, Neely, please? After you write your B. So that's going to be rehearsal B. Yes, yes, it's either 31 or 30, depending on the score. The old score, it's 31. Okay, and then at measure 41, when we have the ahs again, that's going to be rehearsal C. And then at measure 52, when the Kasher Beirchti comes back, that's going to be rehearsal D. Just so I don't have to say two measure numbers, I'll give you the approximate measure number and then you have the letter written in, so we'll all know what we're talking about. So what I'd like us to look at now is the section starting at rehearsal B, which for most of you is measure 31. And we're going to go through and remind ourselves what the melody is. So who has the melody right at that measure? The altos have the melody, right? So Neely's just gonna, yeah, just play the melody for, we'll sing it in a minute. Just listening, she's gonna play and 1. And following your score. Okay, and the melody now goes to soprano 2. And now it goes back down to the alto. And now it goes to the soprano too. Okay, so you should have that written in your score. Yeah, everybody should have that because all of us sang that. All right, can we sing the melody please on do, starting at rehearsal B? So switch from the alto to the soprano two to the alto, etc. as needed. 3, 4, 1. Do, 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 do. Do, 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 and then we go to the ahs again, okay? I believe Jan and Carol that you sang soprano too when we sang this, correct?
Yeah.
Yep, so Barb, you're gonna wanna move your chair because they're singing soprano too. And Mimi, you're all on your own. Okay, can we please go back to B, go back to B? And we're going to sing the soprano one, which is never the melody. Okay, it's just in this section, it's never the melody. Here we go. So if we can sing this please on doot, doot. Okay, remember we had the challenge of the melody being very legato and this accompaniment being very short. And Claudia, you were there at the North American Jewish Choral Festival when I figured out that doing this for the accompaniment part and it knocked people out having that sparkly. It just came out really sparkly. So just let's remind ourselves, mibad ledim otai, through my tears, shotetu shal havot, fires swam or wandered. The hakir kulo, and the whole wall, zahav menatznetz, sparkling gold. So you can imagine, right, if you're seeing a flame of a candle through tears, right, that everything seems to be sparkling, right, because you have the reflections within the fluid of your tears. Kol kach or misvivi, so much light around me. The kol kach hake'ev, and so much pain, so great is the pain. So much light and so much pain, which we never talked about the connection between light and pain. And at some, when we do a text in context, we hear that od rega, in a moment, od rega v'tetze nishmati, and my soul will depart. So much light and so much pain that she wants to die, that she feels like she's going to die, that her soul is going to leave her. All right, so let's start with the soprano. Everybody on the soprano one at B on do, do. So you don't need to do. Yeah, that T is there just so you end the sound. 3 and 4 and okay, so let's see if we can get it all the same pitch. Listen. So if you're going doot, it is never going to be the right sound. It's not D-E, it's not Mountain Dew. It's do, 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 a little bit of smile on your cheek. Refresh the beat. Here we go. Plan. Do, 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 do. That's your part. Yeah, we're not going to keep going. One more time. let's see if we can. It's a little bit more in tune, even though you're not gonna be singing the soprano part. Because if you're singing it out, it's in tune. Here we go, 3, 4. Let's stop here. Okay, stop here. Ready? We're gonna go to the soprano 2, same place. At B. Again, dudes, and if you're reading the part, then that's good for your brain. Just like doing do, re, mi. Here we go. 3, 4. Let's make sure that that whole step is a real whole step. And 2 at B, 4. And melody. You're right, I just got carried away with the text. So the soprano 2s have the challenge, bless you. Soprano 2s have the challenge of flipping back, and the altos flipping back and forth between being in the background and being front and center. Okay, so here we go. Let's do this. The Claudia and Sherry are going to sing with Mimi on soprano 1. Everybody else is going to sing on soprano 2. Neely's going to play both parts. Same thing at B. 3, 4. Nice. I'm going to move you to soprano. One more time. Good, good. 3, 4. Great. Yeah, just that much. It's alto. Ready? At the B. Just the alto. Just the alto. Me do do. So you're not going to do 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 on the alto part, right? No tease at all. No tease at all, because it's legato. 3. Everybody on alto. 3 and 4 and. Now you're in the background. And forward. Background. Okay, can we have?
So now I got it.
Got it?
No, I got it, that we're looking at the melody so that we know when we're in the background.
Correct.
Thank you.
And also so that you hear what the melody is. Okay, if you're like this and going melody, I don't care. Melody, I don't care. Versus melody, handing it off, taking it back, handing it off, then it will sound very different. Then we get that really, really long line, even though it's going. And this was something that Julie and I discussed, because part of what she was writing was having voices crossing all the time, which to me was more confusing and involved more jumps than learning how to say, okay, now I'm in the spotlight, now I'm in the background. So Mimi singing with the alto, soprano 2 singing soprano 2. Can we have alto and soprano 2 at B? 3, 4. All right, one more time. At B, soprano 2 and alto. do. So it's do, 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 ready, and do, 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 one more time, let's do that again. Yeah, so, right, it's really hard to keep the staccato going when you hear the legato line. Yeah, you really want to do that in legato. Let's slow it down just a little bit. 3 and 4 and now we switch. Yeah, that's the hard part. The soprano one becomes less difficult. She's frosting on the top. We'll do that in a second. One more time, soprano 2 and alto. Question?
No, I don't know, for some reason I could think we were singing, that we had sang the alto part to that.
I remember.
I'm pretty sure saying soprano 1. Soprano 2, sorry.
Okay.
Soprano 2. Yeah, and if even if so, we are short sopranos in general.
Oh, I don't care. I just.
And I'll have Ann will sing soprano 2 on this once she
Okay.
comes back. We are short sopranos.
We are short sopranos, that's what I heard you say. Saying it's, I don't know, 5'2",
Yeah,
3, 4,
5'2",
what equals short?
eyes of blue. Oh, what 5'2" can do. Yes, that's like I was at a rehearsal and I said, take out Call of the Flowers, not cauliflower, but Call of the Flowers. All right, here we go. Soprano 2 and alto 3, 4. As you are changing the tempo, they are ticking, bum, 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 just because
Not what I sang.
you sang the correct rhythm, but you sped it up.
Oh.
Not you personally, collectively. Yeah? 3, 4. All right, we're going to give Mimi a chance to do her solo. Soprano 1 and soprano 2 at rehearsal B. 3, 4. Okay, did you notice something about the dutes at the beginning? Beautiful job, by the way. Really clean, clear sound, really nice. Were soprano 2 and soprano 1 together? Ish, ish. Yeah, that's the trick of that. So when we start adding the other consonants that are less clear than the D, that's going to be harder too. Okay, one more time. Soprano 1, soprano 2, in time. 3, 4. Much better. Nice, beautiful job, Amy. All people, all parts, on doots and do. Yeah, so that sound, that beautiful open, that's what we're trying to get to when we do the to access that, not the. Yeah, the belt wants to boss around the. All right. 3 and 4 and. Okay, gonna have just alto by themselves. 3 people. So, be the cello, don't be the viola. Yeah, be the cello. Mi ba do 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 do. 3 and 4 and. Okay, so question to those of you who didn't sing, could you tell the difference between when they had the melody and when they did not have the melody? So you cannot depend on Rachel to be the section. You all know it.
No, that didn't happen on Rachel. Why do you say that?
Because I feel like you're all waiting for somebody else to do the right pitch first. So be brave, make mistakes, take the spotlight. If you don't be brave and take the spotlights, then we can't figure out where you're and why you're insecure. You know, and so if everybody is waiting for somebody else to be in the front, then nobody ends up being in front. So we want everybody to be in the front because you can do it. I know you can do it. We sang this at North American Jewish Choral Festival without Rachel. Here we go, one more time, alti. Cello, and 1. A little more. Now you have somewhere to pull back from. Focus, air, 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 more air. Now come out. And behind. Much better, much better. Okay, all people, all parts. Mimi, we can have more of you now. Yeah, you are it. So if it's too much, I will tell you. Okay, but if they can't hear you, then they can't tune to you. You can even scoot over towards soprano 2 land, one seat or 2 seats either way. Pitches. Yeah. I want to get the pitches correct. I'm not going to worry about the words today. 3, 4. Sing to me. That's it. I know. Okay, let's go back before we put this away. Let's go to you should have the poem at the beginning, and let's remind ourselves what this is all about. Remind ourselves and reveal to Anne, although she has the score.
Will you give us another poem?
The new scores have the poem in them. The old scores, we were saving paper.
No, that's
So-
the one from,
Oh, that's the one.
that's, yeah. that's-
Okay, so I will read it to you in Hebrew and then translate line by line. כאשר בירכתי על הנרות, when I blessed the candles, קראו כיסופיי בקול, my yearnings cried out. Shabbat shalom יקיריי, Shabbat shalom my darlings. אך המה נטשו את ארצות החיים, but they, my darlings, left the land of the living. ולא ענו לרוך, and didn't answer my soft call. Amal Chagi Haroed, my trembling holiday, said. Shorashai Lemala, my roots are on high. The meaning exactly of this, little unclear. Lachashti, I whispered, Shalom lach, Shabbat lach mishmati. Hello to you, Shabbat to you, or peace to you, Shabbat to you, my soul. So her soul are the people that are gone. Mibad ledim otai, through my tears, shotetu shal havot, flames floated. Vehakir kulo zahav menatznetz, and the whole wall is flickering gold. Kol kach or misvivi, so much light around me. Vekol kach hake'ev, and so great is the pain. Od rega v'tetze nishmati. Any moment, my soul will depart. And Julie takes the beginning section and repeats it again so that it doesn't end with a decision to, or desire to end. This is the official translation, which was translated by A.Z. Foreman. When I spoke the blessing over the Shabbat candles, my longing cried out loud, Shabbat shalom to you all, my darlings. But they had passed out of the lands of the living and did not answer that warmth. My quavering holy day spoke, my roots are on high, and I whispered, Shalom to you, Shabbat to you, my darling, my soul. And through my tears a wandering flow of flames, and all the wall was glistening gold. So much the light surrounding me, and so much the pain. My own dear soul is about to pass out. I don't love the English translation. It's a hard poem to translate.
What does that last line mean?
Well, so
I'm gonna feel like I'm gonna die.
it's in the Hebrew says literally, Od rega v'tetze nishmati. Any moment, my soul will depart.
Like I'm not depressed.
Like,
I'm not depressed.
And I love that it's not what we're saying.
no, like,
Yeah.
well, I mean, I mean, to me, if your
She's
soul
gonna die
departs,
from the grief.
she's going to die from the grief. But if you know, I'm wondering, as reading it now, if whether her, I don't know, whether her dear ones are her soul and whether they're going to, you know, she's going to lose the connection with them. So, say again?
Zelda?
Zelda, yes. Okay, let us. Okay, we're going to take out Lamoot Tze'ira. Lots of Hebrew. Okay, so we did a little bit of practicing about the six, right? The six tat, one to T, two to T, one to T, two to T, one to T, two to T, three to T, right? There is one measure which is measure 9, that's just 1 t. Okay, so if you haven't done it already, you might see that I have highlighted every place that the meter changes because I have to change what I'm doing so you can, so I can guide you. So it's not a bad idea to do that in your score so that you can see what happens. So what I'd like us to do is we're going to,
Measure 9 1 T.
yes, 1 t.
No, 1.
1 t. The quarter note is 2, we're counting eighth notes. We're counting eighth notes in measure 9. So a quarter note is 2 eighth notes, right? So, I mean, we don't say 1 t, but, so what I want us to do now for a moment is if you could pat the eighth note somewhere, and we're going to count just the full measure. We'll do the rhythm in a second, starting in measure 4, which is 6/8. So it goes 1 t, 2 t. Ready? Starting in measure 4, and 1 t, 2 t, 1 t, 2 t, 1 t, 2 t, 3 t, 1 t, 2 t, 3 t, 1 t, 2 t, 3 t, 1 t, 1 t, 2 t, 1 t, 2 t, 1 2 1 t, 1 t, 2 t, 1 t, 2 t, 1 t, 2 t, 1 t, 2 t, 1 t. I'm seeing confused people and not hearing people. All right, we'll slow it down. So we're just counting every beat in the measure and changing meter. The thing that doesn't change is the eighth note. The eighth note never changes. So if you imagine an unending chain of eighth notes, and she says 6, 6, 9, 9, 3, 6, 4, 4. Okay, so she just takes that unending chain. So that's why you're tapping the eighth notes. And we're going 1 titty, 2 titty, 1 titty, 2 titty, 3 titty, 1 titty. That's that one. That's
6 8. What would it be?
1 titty, 2 titty, or 1 2 3 4 5 6, which is just really in 6/8 you rarely conduct 6. In 6/4 you sometimes do 1 2 3 4 5 6. But here it's really, she's feeling it as big 2,
Okay.
big 3, little 2. You know, that's what the changes are. It's confusing to look at. We're using it as an opportunity to work on our rhythm a little bit, but we know that once we sing it, it fits the rhythm of the text, okay? So again, counting from measure 4, which is a 6/8 measure, 1 titty, 2 titty, ready, here we go. 1 titty, 2 titty, 1 titty, 2. Measure 6 is 1 titty, 2 titty, 3 titty, 1 titty, 2 titty, 3 titty, 1 titty, 2. Turn the page, titty, 1 2 3, 1 titty, 2 titty, 1 titty, 2 titty, 1 t, 2 t, 1 t, 2 t. 1 t, 2 t, 1 t, 2 t, 1 titty, 2 titty, 1 titty, 2 titty, 1 titty, 2 titty, 1 titty, 2 titty, 3 titty, 1 titty, 2 titty, 3 titty. That's it. We're gonna stop there. So that's the first section. Okay, clear? Because I kind of felt like when we did it before, people were doing it by rote, but really didn't understand what was happening with the meter. This is how Susan writes, and that's just the way it is. Okay, so I'd like to change a couple of little things in the rhythm because I think A, we had trouble doing them accurately, and B, I think it reflects the text better. So in measure 5, where you have Ra, which is a dotted quarter note tied to an eighth note, get rid of that tie and put an eighth note rest there. So it'll be Ra, off, Lamoot. Okay, right on 2 titty, you're going off. At the Lo, measure 5, 6, 7, and 8, Lo, turn that quarter note into an eighth note with an 8th rest. So it'll be Lo, lo, ra, ti, hi, ti. And the same thing in the alto. Turn the quarter note into an eighth note with an eighth rest. Lo, ra, ti, hi, ti. And I'm hoping that way we will avoid the lowing of the cattle. Same measure 13. Shir is going to be an eighth note with an eighth rest. Shir, nitzot. So ha shir nitzot shel zug cha is going to be an eighth note with an eighth rest, which then gives the alti time to come in on the velo ratziti heres milchama. And then in measure 20 and 21, the same thing with the lo. Lo is going to be an eighth note, followed by an eighth rest instead of that quarter note. And same thing in 21, eighth note followed by an eighth rest.
I don't know.
An eighth rest looks like a number 7 with a little ball on it.
Oh, that's what I was there.
Yeah.
It's already.
Yeah, there's one and you're just adding another one,
Oh.
okay?
That's it, yeah.
Yeah, so that it's short, so that the lo is short. Because I felt like I could never get it quite short enough.
Uh-huh.
Okay. So we're going to try to read the text in rhythm. Do you all have the poem? You should have the poem in this score.
Yes.
Okay, so let's read the poem and make sure. And so, you know, the decision of how to transliterate and what letters to use is tricky. I transliterated it for Susan. I was worried that if I wrote L-A-M-U-T, she would think it was Lamoot instead of Lamoot. But you have to be careful that it's not moo. Yeah, okay. So Lamoot Tze'ira, Lamoot, to die young, to die. Lo ratziti. No, I didn't want it. Lo ratziti. Ahavti et hashemesh hachama. I loved the warm sun. Haor, the light. Hashir, the song. Nitzotz shel zug enecha, the sparkle of your pair of eyes. Velo ratziti heres milchama, and I didn't want the destruction of war. Lo ratziti. No, I didn't want it. Lo ratziti. That's as far as we're going to go today, but we'll do the rest of the poem. But however, im nigzar alai, nigzar should have a nun I, an ni, nigzar. Ach im nigzar alai lichyot hayom. But if it is my fate, to live today, and nigzar, okay, we talk about gzar din, which is a judgment handed down by a court. So if I have been judged to live in this time, b'shefech dam, with bloodshed, beheres ha'ayom, with the terrible destruction, agid, I will say, Baruch Hashem uve'ad haschut. I bless God for the right, lichyot, to live, uvo tavo sha'a lamut, and when the hour of my death arrives, al admatech, on your land, on your ground, artzi moladiti, my country, my birthplace, or my motherland. Lamoot Tze'ira, Lamoot.
Which one is the motherland upon your soil? Which
Al
one is soil?
admatech is your soil.
Okay.
Artzi is my country. And moladiti is my mother. It really means the place I was born, but she was not born in Israel.
My mother first.
She was not, she was not born in what was then mandatory Palestine. And I think I talked a little bit at our first rehearsal in putting this in the context of Black Lives Matter. And if there is any consolation to the families of those who died through violence, that they gave rise to a movement and that will maybe at some point prevent other bloodshed. You know, I think if she saw what was happening in Israel today, she would be really upset. Okay, so we're gonna start at measure 4, and we are going to read the text. So Alti, when you have nothing, I suggest you hop on the soprano 1 line. Once we get to measure 12, we all have the same thing. And then the, you know, the lo lo ratziti that goes back and forth. Okay, so we start on 1 T, Lamoot Tze'ira, off. Lamoot, lo ratziti, lo ratziti, ahavti et hashemesh hachama, haor hashir, nitzot shel zug ehenecha, velo ratziti heres milchama, lo ratziti, lo ratziti. So just to remind, just that part, just to remind, or shir ni. Yeah, we're gonna make a break between shir and nitz.
Where is this?
Measure 13.
Yes.
Okay, let's do that one more time. A little bit faster. 1, 2, 2, 2, yeah, measure 4. Giving you one measure for nothing. 1, 2, 2, 2, 2, 2, 1, 2. Lamoot Tze'ira, off. Lamoot. That comes right on B3. Moot. Moot. 1, 2, 3, 1, 2, 3. Right there. Lamoot. Pick up to 6. Bum, 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 bum. Lamoot. Lo ratziti, lo ratziti, ahavti et hashemesh hachama, haor hashir, nitzot shel zug ehenecha, velo ratziti heres milchama, lo ratziti, lo ratziti, off. Okay, yeah. All right, let's fake away. All people, all parts. Neely's gonna play what melody-ish, yeah, pitches.
So do you want us to, the altos to sing with the second soprano when we're done?
No, you're down on your line now, okay? So we're gonna see what people remember. Here we go. 1 measure for nothing. 1, 2, 2, 2, 2, 2, 1, 2. Off. Oh, yeah, no, we're not going on. We're not going on. Okay, so can I have, please, the altos at measure 5, 6, 7, 8? No, oh, so can I have with no L right now? Oh, oh, ra, si, just oh, oh. Yeah. 1, 2, 3, 2, 2. Oh, oh, ra, si. Okay, now do the same thing with a teeny bit of L. The lo wants to go lo, lo, oh, lo, oh. Sorry, oh, lo, lo, lo. Okay, give them the T again. So just do oh. Oh, we can all do that because we all have it, right? Here we go. Oh, now just lo, lo, lo. If you do anything more than the tip of the tongue to your tip of your teeth, you get lo. Yeah, the movie theater thing. Lo. Okay, here we go. Alti, and right there. 1, 2, 2, 2, 2, 3, 2, 2. Lo, lo, ti, ti. Much better. You know, it's really hard when they write it like that and like you pop in for a measure and then go away and yeah, it's tricky. Okay, can I have soprano 1s and 2s?
You said an intense whisper.
Yeah, we're not going to worry about that right now. Let's we need to remind ourselves of what the music is, and B, we may or may not do it the same way. So, you know, if we did a piece of music the same every time we came back to it, then nobody would be playing Beethoven or Mozart or Bach because, you know, somebody said it a million times. So what thing new is there to say? Yeah. So soprano 1s and 2s. Head. Measure 4. 1, 2, 2, 2, 2, 2, 1. Okay, so we're going to speak that for a second. 1, Lamoot Tze'ira. You don't have time to do Lamoot Tze'ira. Lamoot Tze'ira. And Lamoot Tze'ira. Off. Lamoot. Okay, with pitches. 1, 2, 1. Off. Yeah, just the first law is short. There's a difference between lo, which is no, and lo ratziti, which is I didn't want. So the two lows don't mean the same thing, which is one of the reasons why I wanted the first one short. Lo, here we go, and lo, off, 2. No, it's not accurate. Rhythm's not accurate. Ahavti et hashemesh hachama haor hashir mitzot shel zug ehedecha. Okay. Pick up to 9. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. One, 2, 3, 4, 5. Okay, all people, all parts, and then we'll have Neely at the piano. Ready? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 1, 2. La, 0. Off. La, nice. coming back? Coming back? All right, let's add the piano.
From the beginning or just one measure before? Play it up.
From the beginning.
Oh, boy.
I mean, it's the same. Okay.
Yeah, it doesn't matter. Just so that they. All right, yeah. There's only a few of you, so sing it out a little bit more so that I know that you didn't enter by accident. There we go, from the beginning. And that's why. 1, 2. Off. Keep going. Okay, the recording is on course connection. Question, Claudia?
I have another song.
I don't know what this is, but.
It's a page seven, but it's a different music.
Oh, okay, yeah, so
What would that be?
something Akela Tabai.
Shivi,
Oh, that was something that we
Into
looked
a
at.
joyous mother.
Yeah, it was those lullabies that we didn't
Oh.
quite get to. All right,
Okay,
Veshuv,
yeah.
Veshuv.
We can get it back.
Do you want, coming back, we're gonna rehearse until like 1/4 and then we will have our, if not now, when conversation. All right, so if you could open up Veshuv to page 9. The soprano's nemesis, soprano one's nemesis.
Soprano 1.
The soprano one. I'm sure, Mimi's gonna sing it all by herself. Anne's gonna sing it all by herself, and the two of them are just gonna sound amazing. So this spot is a similar challenge to what we did in the Kasher Beirchti, right? Where you have one part doing one thing and the other 2 parts doing something else. So the challenge for the soprano ones, besides coming in, is keeping those quarter notes even and legato, and being against that syncopated rhythm in the soprano 2 and soprano and the alto. So look at that, everything's in 3 parts today. Like, it's almost like magic. All right, so no singing, no singing yet. Yeah, we're going to be speaking the melody in the soprano 2 and the alto. And what I would like you to do, Mimi, and you at home to do, Anne, is to be conducting 4, but let me get my hand in the picture, but a really legato gooey 4. No tapping, no, none of this, but really, no matter what you're hearing, you need to be doing something really, really smooth. Okay? So, and everybody else is speaking on parts. You can think your in your head, but just make sure that it's deep. How about that?
Good.
Not. Okay, there can be no bang on any of those beats, but you're not singing right now. All right, soprano 2 and alto. 3, 4, 1, 2. Vehi yada po ya echad. 1, 2, off 2, 1. That was late. All right, now that I have the rhythm, the tempo. All right, one measure for nothing. 1, 2, 3, 4, 1, 2. Vehi yodaat po haya echad. 1, 2, off 2, 1. Tza'adav zocher od hamad bad. 1, 2, 3, 4, 1. את שמו לוחש עוד חרש השעות. That was wrong. It was my fault. 1, 2, 1, 2. והוא הלך והוא רחוק לעד. Notice that we're not together. Did you notice that? All right, slowing it down. Back to the same place. You really smooth, no matter what I'm doing. Soprano 2 and alto, really marked so that we can really feel those syncopations. 1, 2, 3, 4, 1. Vehi yodaat po haya echad. 1 and 2. Tza'adav, yeah, tza'ah. You're gonna do a glottal there. Okay, 65. 1 and 2. Tza'adav zocher od hamad bad. 2, 3, 4. 1 and 2. את שמו לוחש עוד חרש השעות. Yeah, so those are all. Yeah, and so once we get to od cheresh hashaon, they're all ba, ba, ba. So you're gonna put an accent on every one of them. There's gonna be ba, 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 ba. Yeah, they're doing ba, 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 ba. It's a ticking of the clock. Okay. At 69, 3, 4, 1 and 2. Et shmo lochesh od cheresh hasha'ot. That was much better. So you did it now. Make sure that it's in your score. Et shmo lochesh od cheresh hasha. Yeah, the shushes go to the next syllable. Yeah, so it's really going to be cheresha, not cheresha. Sha. Beat 4.5 of measure 70. Cheresha. You don't have time to do cheresha. Yeah, there's no time to do it, and if we do it, it's going to be. So good. 69. 3 and 4 and 1 and 2. Et shmo lochesh od cheresh hasha'ot. Off 2, 3, 4, 1 and 2. Vehu halach vehu rachok la'ad. And I think at that point, nearly at pick up to at 73, we're doing that legato. I think so, right? right? So after all the marked things, and remember, Vehu halach, and he went, Vehu rachok, and he's far away, la'ad, forever. Yeah, so this is Vehu halach, Vehu rachok, la'ad. And soprano ones, you're gonna float up to that high. La'ad. Yes, Sherry?
I just have a question on 70.
Yeah.
You have the word perish,
Mhm.
is perish,
Sha.
sha.
Yeah. Od, chere, sha, od. Yeah, there, we just don't, there, you can't do
I
sha.
know,
It just won't work.
it didn't sound like it when you.
And then the O, and how do you pronounce that?
On, like O-H, O?
Yeah.
O with an N at the end, on. All right. Let's give Mimi a chance to sing. So here's what we're gonna do. Soprano one's gonna sing. You're going to speak your part in rhythm, accurately. We're gonna do it under tempo. You were there.
Is measure E, I mean.
Is 61, rehearsal E. 3, 4, 1. Did you play a C natural? It's her fault.
It's always my
If the
fault.
composer only knew what you were doing, do you know?
Only knew what key it was in, that would help. So who's
No,
supposed to be
it's been a long
speaking?
summer.
Yes, you're going to speak softly and rhythmically
While she's doing
While
her
she's-
eye.
while she's ah-ahing. So actually, it's gonna be 1, 2, 3, 4. Okay, so I'm not watching Ann, but I'm watching you.
It's a lot easier to sing it than to say it.
Yes, it is. So Mimi, here, watch me. Hadi. See how big I am here? I'm seeing this. You can't sing those notes in tune if your mouth it's just going back in the back of the throat instead of coming out. So the same open that you did for Kasher Beirchti, which was beautiful. All right. So alto and soprano 1. Soprano 2, you can rest. Do you need to review your pitches? Yes. Okay. Here we go. Everybody on alto at E. 1, 2, 3, 4, 1. Okay, so I'm hearing right, that's why we worked on the speaking. Okay, that's what we want to do. I really want us to do this again at Raisins and Almonds, because yes, we premiered it last year, but it kind of crumped. So, and it was much better in May, but this year I want us to knock it out of the park. And whoever we have, I mean, we started with 5 singers. So we did 5, we did 12, we did 15, we did 20, it doesn't matter. Whoever we are, we're gonna knock it out of the park. Everybody on the alto.
May I just say you're sounding really good.
Yeah.
Really good.
Yeah, you know, we are who we are. We will do the very, very best that we can do. 3, 4, 1 minute. There we go. 1, 2, 4, 1. 1 and 2. It's Adam, Zohar, 2, 3, 4, 1 and 2. It's Lochesh, 1 and 2. It's Lochesh, again, listen 1, 2, 1 and 2. It's Lochesh, really punch them, really punch them. It's hard to do when you don't know the notes. Now you know the notes and you've done the words a lot, and part of that right is to get those lips moving. So get those punches. 1 and 2. Echmo. Here we go. 1 and 2. Echmo. 1, 2, 3, and legato. 1. Yeah, so it feels so nice to get to that legato. All right, so all of you on alto, Mimi on soprano. Soprano 1. I will sing with you. I will try. So it's really hard. I can do it when I'm playing piano, but conducting, it's really hard doing one hand smooth and the other hand choppy. It's just. So you can't do both.
It's imbalanced.
Can't walk and chew gum.
I can walk and chew gum. I can tap 3 against 2. I can do all kinds of things, and I can do 2 things with 2 hands, but
Not this.
not this. Here we go. 1, 2, 3, 4. Not opening enough, Mimi. 1 and 2. Nice. Okay, same thing. Let's review. Everybody on soprano 2. They have the melody, remember? They have the melody. You are not going to get in their way. You are not going to get in their way because you're supporting them, and then it's 2 against 1. So, okay. 1 and 2. Too pretty. I want it more rhythmic, right? We have the same melody repeating. It means different things because of the way that Neely said it. And I didn't check registration, but if you haven't registered for text and context, I know many of you have. As I mentioned, I have 3 different recordings, 3 different settings, including Neely's. I shared them with her. One of them, both of us had trouble getting to the end of the song. I won't tell you which one. Right? Okay. 1 and 2. And 1 and 2. One, 2, 3, 4. 1 and 2. 1, 2, 3, 4. 1 and 2. Okay, so let's check and let's please look at 65, 66, 67. Hamavad. I have it ending at the end of the measure, and it's going over the same thing in 71.
Yeah, you'd
Hasha on off.
asked to change Mavad to our father's quarter for the mid.
Well, it's just, I mean, it's not that it's too short, it's too long.
No, I know, you
It's-
asked to put in a note rest, which I put in.
Just take out that final.
Yeah, just take out, so both 65, 67, take out that tied 8th note at the end, add an 8th rest, and put a d
At the rest.
at the rest. Hamarvad.
You want to say,
Yeah, no, because of the entry and the soprano on top. But I do want it to not go into the next measure. Okay, same thing, soprano 1, everybody is singing soprano, everybody else is singing soprano 2. Mouth open, mouth wide. Neely, Mimi, if you hear us singing different notes, assume that it's you. Just because I have infinite cosmic power in this space. Here we go. 2, 3, 4. One, 2, 3, 4, 1. Great, all people, all parts. You want to give us 2 measures before a piano? Off, 2, 3, 4, 1. All right. Okay, so let's